Hey everyone, Les here, Methuselah Mindset. Welcome to another one of our videos in the knowledge-based series. This one taken from our website, methuselahmindset.com, and our blog in the knowledge-based series. Please click on the link in the description below. I highly recommend that you digest this article in its entirety. It is some fantastic new evidence and scientific proof as to the benefits of resistance training. And if while you're down there and you subscribe to the channel and you know what we're about, you will know I'm a big fan of Dr. Peter Attia, MD, and his team and all the fabulous work they do. And this article centers around a recent study that tested whether heavy resistance training could reverse some of the age-related cellular level changes in skeletal muscle that are generally considered irreversible. It's from April the 6th of this year, so it's very recent. Resistance training partially reverses some of the hallmarks of aging type 2 muscle fibers. Age-related muscle declines are not as inevitable as you might think. As we get older, the age-related decline in muscle mass and strength known as sarcopenia, and if you are not familiar with the term sarcopenia, I've done a whole video on this, on sarcopenia, and explains it in its entirety. Please click on the link below. There's another link in the description below to that YouTube video. In a nutshell, pretty much from our age 30s, 40s, we start to lose muscle mass. All right, you cannot do anything about that, and you can't do anything about aging. It's just an unfair, in fact, reality of life. We age, okay, and they haven't come up with anything to stop that as yet. And hand in hand with that is sarcopenia. And what it is that anywhere from pretty much the 30s, 40s, in the Western world at least, you can lose between 3 and 5% of your muscle mass and strength. All right, so do the math. By the time you get into your 80s, that's why people shrink, okay? You naturally lose that muscle mass, power, and strength. But you can do something to dramatically slow it down, and as this recent study shows, even in some parts, reverse it. So let's take a deep dive and get in amongst this. Okay, movements requiring strength and power recruit type 2. Okay, type 2 muscle fibers, which are known to atrophy with age more rapidly than type 1, which is the endurance type muscle fibers. In fact, the atrophy, shrinking of these most powerful type 2 muscle fibers may be one of the most critical hallmarks of aging. Yet despite the trends of muscle aging at the population level, this process may not be as inevitable for any given individual as it might seem. As I've said, a recent study tested whether heavy resistance training could reverse some of the age-related cellular level changes in skeletal muscle that are generally considered irreversible. Now, again, link below to the full article. I highly recommend you read this, guys. I will take you through the major points, but please, I implore you to educate yourselves. Read the full article. Okay, muscle fiber deformity correlates with age. This study used quadriceps muscle biopsies from 197 individuals who were largely physically inactive to quantify the deformities in the muscle fiber shape of both type 1 and type 2 fibers and assess age-related trends in performance and cellular morphology. For analysis, participants were separated into 3 groups by age: young, 20 to 36 years, old, 60 to 79 years, and oldest, 81 to 97 years of age. In the evaluation of the muscle biopsies, mean SFI, which is the shape factor index, which calculates the ratio of the fiber's perimeter to the fiber's cross-sectional area, exhibited a significant increase across increasing age groups for both type 1 and type 2 muscle fibers, demonstrating that the measurement of myofiber shape distortion increases with advancing age, unfortunately, regardless of muscle fiber type. Something we have to live with, guys, but there's something you can do about it. The effect of resistance training. A subset of this cohort then participated in heavy resistance training, which consisted of supervised training 3 times per week. Since the study aimed to evaluate changes in the quadriceps muscle, because that's the muscle they, as I've just previously said, they tested to carry out this analysis, only leg muscles were required as resistance training. Training included a 5-minute warm-up of low to moderate intensity cycling, followed by 3 to 5 sets of 8 to 15 repetitions of leg press, leg extension, and leg curl. as well as 2 optional upper body exercises. These exercises were performed using the maximal weight possible while still completing the 8 to 15 repetitions. When a participant achieved a target number of repetitions at a given load, the load for that exercise was continuously increased. After 3 to 4 months of this training protocol, a second muscle biopsy was taken from these individuals. So they went through quite a comprehensive process to get this data. Compared to baseline, both the young and old groups had a 3 to 4% decrease in average SFI of type 2 fibers post-training. A significant change and a partial reversal of the age-related trend, though no participants in the oldest old group, that's the 81 to 97-year-old group, experienced similar reductions in type 2 fiber SFI. In type 2 fiber SFI forms suggest that age may not compromise the ability to improve muscle quality through resistance training as much as previously thought, which in turn would imply that age-related decline in muscle quality is not as unavoidable as previously thought, and more likely reflects a decline in muscle use, adding further support for the use it or lose it. If you follow the channel, how many times have I jumped on my soapbox and preached this fact, guys? Use it or you will lose it. Motion is lotion. Okay, guys? And this is some more scientific evidence backing this up. Use it or you will lose it. Okay, the importance of resistance training at any age. Okay, sorry, I missed a bit here. So adding further support for the use it or lose it concept of muscle decline. The investigators also tested a subset of muscle biopsies for the presence of a biomarker of myofiber denervation. Denervated myofibers had high SFI values, and the presence of denervated myofibers increased with age, which supports the hypothesis that the deformities in myofiber shape may occur after the loss of motor neuron innervation. The importance of resistance training at any age. I've done a recent video of it doesn't matter what age you are, it is never too late to start exercising. I implore you to. It is well known that on a population level, type 2 muscle fibers atrophy with aging and inactivity. However, it is not clear to what degree these age-related changes might be avoidable. Peter Attia finds that he personally is unconvinced that the magnitude of decline we see at the population level is biologically inevitable. Rather, he believes it is driven more by a vicious cycle of inactivity and deconditioning. So let me break that down for you guys. It is not about your genes or where you live or anything to do with that. In other words, these are the tools and these are the things we're given you. You're born in that body and that's that, okay? But it does not 100% determine how you are going to live and how are you going to perform, okay, in your later years of life. If you include, okay, some resistance training 3 times a week, it is going to 100% help and assist you in your battle against sarcopenia and just make everyday things like your shopping, carrying suitcases, making the bed, doing the vacuuming so much easier in your later years in life. I digress, as I often do. This study provides additional context about how a lack of use it or lose it, particularly of type 2 fibers, translates into motor neuron denervation, leading to atrophy and deformity in the muscle fibers. Yet mechanical loading through resistance training stimulates muscle fiber recruitment, which at least partially reverses some of the age-related trends. So it's not a magic bullet, but it's going to majorly and substantially assist and help you and benefit you. Similar findings were demonstrated in other recent studies of master sprinters ages 40 to 85. Yes, we have sprinters in the age group of 40 to 85 who, over the 10-year follow-up, showed no change in quadriceps fiber composition or fiber cross-sectional area, meaning no fiber atrophy, no shrinking of muscle. as long as they continued their sprint training. They used it, they didn't lose it. Sprinting, like resistance training, also heavily recruits type 2 muscle fibers, suggesting that consistent training of these fibers is the key to reducing their atrophy as we age. You only need to train 3 times a week, 30 minutes, all right? Build yourself up to an hour, but just 3 30-minute sessions. Just 3 10-minute sessions is going to help, but try and get yourself up to at least 3 30-minute sessions of resistance training. Remarkably, the reduction in SFI and type 2 fibers after resistance training was seen across all age groups, as was the higher level of deformity in type 2 fibers compared to type 1 fibers. Although older adults had higher SFI and accompanying denervation, those observations imply that this slow decline starts from disuse earlier in life. Training and maintaining training throughout life may be a way to minimize what is popularly misconceived to be unavoidable. And while the resistance training intervention in the study was limited to people younger than 80 years of age, there is no reason to think that resistance training wouldn't be able to stimulate similar changes in people of even older ages, since resistance training is known to increase strength and hypertrophy at any age. Doesn't matter what age you are, the science backs it's irrefutable. Resistance training is going to help you, and it is absolutely going to benefit your muscle growth and maintaining that strength and maintaining your quality of life and independence. Think about that, independence. In conclusion, my friends, meus amigos, exercise, and in particular resistance training, is one of the most effective ways to combat sarcopenia, and so-called age-related declines in muscle composition are not as unavoidable as many might assume. The results of this study demonstrate that heavy resistance training creates gross adaptations to skeletal muscle in the form of strength and hypertrophy, and suggest that the irregular shape of atrophied muscle fibers is a hallmark of insufficient stimuli, more than chronological age alone. Older muscle still responds to resistance training, proving again that it's never too early or too late to start reaping the benefits of this crucial strategy for preventing muscle losses with age. Okay guys, so this is from a study, April the 6th, 2024 of this year. More irrefutable and fantastic science, evidence-based information that supports the use of resistance training to absolutely enforce your immune systems, your entire body, but keep those muscles strong and moving. So I implore you guys, please, 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 this is the science, the evidence backs it. 3 times a week, 1.5 hours over an entire week, it's nothing. Just 3 30-minute sessions. Jump onto the YouTube channel and you can see I've got a whole myriad of different resistance training workouts that you can do. It's all there for free. It's all there for you to use and enjoy. Otherwise, as always, I thank you so much for your time. Love, respect one another. Get outside. Get moving. Get some resistance training in. I implore you, please, meus amigos, muito obrigado. I'll see you on the next video. Peace out. Take care.